So, today we are going to start the new chapter, which is lesson 10 from the Blossom book, and the name of the chapter is Tales of Childhood, which was written by Ronald Dahl. So, Roald Dahl, who was Roald Dahl? At first we have to know. So, Tales of Childhood, it is an extract which is taken from Roald Dahl's autobiography titled Boy Tales of Childhood. Okay, and as the title suggests, we can easily understand that this is the story of a childhood, story of the childhood days. Okay, so before going to start the text, we have to know about the author. So let's see who is Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl was a prominent British novelist, and he is quite known for his works, especially for the children. And the famous works for his include like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and The Witches, and Matilda. So these are the main works which were written by Roald Dahl. Okay, so now let's see what is the main theme. I will just give you the synopsis of this whole text, so you can easily understand what is the actual matter of this text. But after that, you have to thoroughly read the chapter. Okay, so now let's go to the theme. So from the script, we can see that it begins with a description of Roald Dahl's father and his story. And in details, we can see that his father, Harold Dahl, hailing from a rather well-off family, and judging from the description provided for his own father, we can also see that he had lost an arm as a child. But despite this, he had managed to become a successful shipbroker before marrying Sophie MacDonald Hasselberg, who was actually mother of the writer Roald Dahl. And the story moves on to how they had shifted to the village named Red Deer in 1918 when he was 2. And Roald Dahl paints a picturesque and rather simplistic domestic imagery of the place, and the whole scenario which was presented by Roald Dahl, it is really very beautiful. And after this, in the unit 2, we can see that in 1920, Roald Dahl said, unfortunately, Dahl's elder sister Astrid died of appendicitis, and having been very fond of his eldest daughter, his father was very much disappointed, and he didn't want to leave without his child. So Dahl notes how had penicillin been invented at that point of time, and his sister and father could have been saved. After a few years, actually, Roald Dahl's father also died, and his mother, with the passing away of her husband and daughter, and having to take care of 5 other children all by herself, and they also suffered. And she sold their houses to sustain her life, and they moved to Llandorf and had to forgo their previous life. Okay, and at the age of 6, Roald Dahl notes that this is where he goes to his first school. And after that, we got some images of the kindergarten school where Roald Dahl started his studies. And the name of the kindergarten school was Empty House, run by 2 sisters. And unsurprisingly, Dahl, being the child that he was, remembers very little of his particular stage of his life, where he could hardly remember the faces from there or his classroom. Dahl distinctly recalls the journey from his house to the kindergarten for the found it very exciting. His excitement predominantly centering around the new tricycle and which he had, and he went to the school with his sister by using the tricycle. He starkly remembers riding in it to his kindergarten and how happy they were that time. So it was all about the story of the childhood days of Roald Dahl. And so with this extract, we can see that this particular extract actually shows the working of the mind of a child, while as an adult, he understands the difficulty his mother must have underwent at that age. It had all been a blurred memory, but these are very sweet memories, so that's why Roald Dahl remembered it very well. And even kindergarten was a memory diminished in his mind. However, what is highlighted is the joy children partook in over simple things in life, and quoted by unblemished innocence. And actually our childhood days always these were very much memorable, and these were very happy days for us. So always we try to remember our childhood days, always we try to cherish our childhood days. So that's why Roald Dahl also tried to cherish his childhood days, and sorry, and it becomes a very good writing, very beautiful writing. So this is all about the scrap tales of childhood, and now you have to go through the whole text for your revision. Thank you very much for watching this video. Keep learning, keep supporting me. Thank you.